third man inside the cage, referee Declan Larkin, getting us underway here for round one. Show of respect before we get going. And Galguften starts to lead the way with some strikes. A counter there from Ben Cloak.
Both these men tall and rangy at the weight class. Little bit of a height advantage going to Galguften. Ben Cloak has described himself as an awkward, lanky grappler, so I fully expect him to close the distance and try and get in on a takedown. But right now looks very loose in the striking.
Yeah, very comfortable in the striking range. You took the words right out of my mouth. He doesn't seem under duress at all, even though there's strikes coming at him with quite frequency.
Throwing a nice lead hook to straight combination. Like to see him add a little bit of an inside leg kick into that. Just as I say that, Galguften throws his own inside leg kick.
That's okay, Ben was listening too. He had an outside leg kick for you. Galguften moving forward constantly, but these are nice shots back from Cloak.
That straight down the middle is money for Ben Cloak.
That left hook just there rattled Galguften, but he's taken it well.
Mark, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Ben lied to me when he said he was an awkward, lanky grappler. He's doing a great job with the striking so far. Eats a big body kick there, though. Oh, question mark kick just shy.
He just caught him with his toes. If that had been a little bit closer, or in the difference of inches there, then that might have taken some of the smile off Cloak's face. I hope when you were speaking with Ben earlier, Phil, that you asked him what kind of cloak he was, and the answer is a striking cloak. Sounds like an item I once would have had in Dungeons & Dragons.
I don't know about Cloak, but that right hand is an absolute dagger. There it is again and again.
Yeah.
He's finding a home with that every time, Mark.
And though I would have said Galguften's movement is good, he can't seem to get off the straight line.
Exhibiting more of a Thai style with his footwork here. That's straight lines as opposed to pivoting on that front foot like we've seen expertly earlier with Shane Mullen.
Yes, you're right. A good right hook there, and again he tries it, but it gets countered by Cloak. Cloak using head movement there, risking, and again, but it pays dividends. He lands 3 shots, one after another. What head movement there.
He's doing a fantastic job of anticipating those strikes and countering beautifully as Cloak.
So it could be a Cloak of countering. Good teep kick there from Galguften. Perhaps a bit low. He apologizes. Accepted in kind.
You can see the marking up already on the right eye of Galguften.
He continues to go back straight line every time. And
I think that's why Cloak is having, so he's the first shot or so isn't necessarily meant to land. It's a rangefinder, and then he continues with the second or third, which lands.
Yeah. Great fight. Yet another great fight, I should say, here at Clan Wars 45.
Galguften perhaps going back into the corner there, a little bit frustrated.
Right, until they get the range and you have nowhere left to run, then you're 100% right, Phil. He could change it up entirely and look for a takedown, but it seems like he's also a striker, and that's where he wants to do his work.
Nice use of that front kick, that tape to maintain a little bit of distance from Ben Cloak. Again, straight back into the cage. Circles off the cage, lands a nice counter hook of his own, predicated off the fact he took a sidestep.
He's landed that liver kick a couple of times now. Oh, it's a risky kick not to defend. Great shots there back from Cloak.
Oh, he's wobbled. Cloak needs just to continue with that sort of striking frequency. Don't go chasing the finish. The finish will come if you keep throwing like that.
He briefly grabbed Galguften's hips there, and it was almost like he went, wait a minute, what am I doing? Let go, then retreated to striking range.
A couple of deep breaths there from Ben Cloak. Wonder if this kind of output from him is sustainable.
Could be that he's decided, well, I may have the first round. I'm going to coast for 30 seconds here and catch my breath, and then pile it on towards the end.
Galguften trying to get in on the takedown here.
Which is a tactic you see at high-level kickboxing matches.
Nice knee to the body. Or was it the body or was it the head?
Referee Declan Larkin believes it was an illegal knee, I think. If you say so, says Cloak, judging by his reaction there. So Galguften pressing the clinch, but wasn't trying for a takedown there. It looked like he was trying to create a momentary advantage.
Good solid hook on the break from Cloak. And again, circling out off the cage. Needs to get his back away from that cage.
Now he's starting to give Galguften more chances, but this is a great response.
And the eyes of Galguften have gone a little bit.
He's eaten a lot of big shots, and they accumulate.
That left side of Galguften starting to resemble a Picasso.
Cloak so confident in his movement, but he's leaving his hands down. Always a risky tactic.
I think the output of Ben Cloak might be starting to catch up with him a little bit in the second round.
He's definitely coasting a little bit, and that's where Galguften has been able to generate his chances.
Galguften, when he sees that, he needs to up the pressure a little bit. Oh, that's a nice lead hook from Galguften.
Yeah. Galguften definitely has the skills as well.
I don't necessarily. Oh, another big straight right down the middle from Cloak.
Nicely timed for Cloak to leave the lasting impression with the judges.
I would say he was downloading the data and taking an analytical approach.
He could have been, yes. He could have been, but I think he was just consciously reducing his output for longevity. However we wish to describe that. So did Ben find a cloak of stamina on the break? He's back in now. And Galguften pressing the action.
I think Galguften knows that he's down 2 rounds and really needs to put the pressure on Cloak here. That right hand is always primed and ready to go from Cloak. There it is.
I'd like to see Cloak increase his output here now and do less retreating, just like he's doing there. He's moving in on Galguften where he's had success.
A nice 2 beautiful lead hooks there, forcing the clinch from Galguften. Big takedown. The cage was able to take a little bit of the sting out of it. Needs to be wary of the guillotine here from Cloak. Pops the head out. Well, right now, the impetus really has to lie with Galguften. He needs to do something definitive here. Needs to start looking for the finish.
Yeah. We want to see him posture up here, start doing damage, or improve his position, but he cannot wait.
Cloak has bicep control, maybe trying to stuff an arm down for a triangle. If he can pop both his legs out. Eats a big shot right down the middle.
Good shot from Galguften. Cloak responding in kind, but from his back, not there's quite the same snap to it.
Very difficult to generate that kind of power off your back. Only ever seen it done once to great effect on Clan Wars. That was Jordan O'Neill against Trevor McKengo. Fantastic fight. Corner, Ben Cloak asking him to let the hands go. Both these men, little bit of fatigue setting in. Everything's coming just that little bit slower.
And a reduced frequency as well. What a combination.
Working the body beautifully.
He's lost his gum shield, which I think affected Galguften just now.
Dickie Larkin wasting no time, popping that gum shield back in. Away you go, kid. And he's getting incrementally closer with that question mark kick.
There's no question that Cloak can't sleep on Galguften's strikes, which he hasn't done. As the power is there, it could change the course of the fight in an instant.
You just feel that Cloak is only ever one big right hand away from ending the fight.
Spinning kick to mix things up from Cloak there. As the two men circle each other.
And you have to give credit to Galguften. He's coming forward every time. Showing some serious heart, but the technical side of things seem to lie with Ben Cloak. And 3 rounds in the books. Both these guys making their debut. Both these guys getting the hard work in. But surely the fight belongs to Ben Cloak.